Imagine biting into what you think is a beloved classic snack, only to discover it's sparking a massive corporate showdown over who really owns the idea behind that gooey peanut butter and jelly delight. That's the heart of the drama unfolding as J.M. Smucker Co. takes Trader Joe's to court, claiming their new frozen PB&J sandwiches are way too close in design to Smucker's iconic Uncrustables. But here's where it gets controversial. Could this be about protecting innovation, or is there more to it, like stifling fair competition in the snack aisle? Let's break this down step by step, so even if you're new to the world of trademarks and lawsuits, you can follow along easily. At the core of the dispute is Smucker's lawsuit, filed on Monday in a federal court in Ohio. The company alleges that Trader Joe's round, crustless frozen sandwiches mimic the distinctive pie-like crimp markings along the edges that make Uncrustables so recognizable. Smucker argues that these crimps aren't just a quirky design, they're protected trademarks that Trader Joe's is infringing upon. It doesn't stop there. Smucker also points out that the packaging boxes for Trader Joe's PB&J treats are suspiciously similar. They feature the same striking blue color used for the lettering on Uncrustables packages, which Smucker claims is another trademark violation. And to top it off, the boxes show a sandwich with a bite taken out of it, echoing the Uncrustables imagery. For beginners wondering what a trademark really is, think of it as a legal shield that protects unique features like a logo or a specific shape that help consumers instantly identify a brand. Without it, anyone could copy your idea and confuse shoppers, potentially harming your business. Smucker makes it clear they're not against the idea of others selling frozen, thaw-and-eat crustless sandwiches in general. They just don't want their intellectual property, those carefully crafted designs, being used to steal market share. That's why they're seeking damages from Trader Joe's and asking a judge to order the destruction of all infringing products and packaging. We reached out for comment to Trader Joe's, based in Monrovia, California, but haven't heard back yet. Now, diving deeper into the legal angles, Michael Kelber, the head of the intellectual property group at the Chicago law firm Neil Gerber Eisenberg, shares some expert insights. He notes that Smucker's registered trademarks will likely give them a strong case. But Trader Joe's could counter by arguing that the crimping on their sandwiches is purely functional, perhaps making it easier to seal the bread without crusts, and not something that should be trademarked. Functionality is a key concept here. Trademarks typically protect non-functional elements like unique shapes or colors that don't affect how the product works. For example, the iconic shape of a Coca-Cola bottle is trademarked because it's distinctive, not because it makes the soda taste better or pour easier. Kelber also points out that Trader Joe's sandwiches appear a bit more square than Uncrustables, which might help them claim the shapes aren't identical. This highlights how even small differences can matter in these battles. And this is the part most people miss. These cases often boil down to whether the copycat product tricks consumers into thinking it's the real deal. Smucker backs this up with claims that shoppers are already confused. In the lawsuit, they reference a social media post where someone alleges Trader Joe's is secretly partnering with Smucker to produce the sandwiches under their own label. If true, that could add fuel to the deception argument. To understand the backstory, Uncrustables started as a homemade idea from two friends in Fergus Falls, Minnesota, back in 1996. Smucker acquired their company in 1998 and patented a sealed, crustless sandwich in 1999. But perfecting it was no walk in the park. Mass production challenges abounded. Over the past 2 decades, Smucker has poured over $1 billion into building the brand, tweaking the stretchy bread, and experimenting with new flavors like chocolate and hazelnut combinations. Imagine the innovation required to keep that bread pliable after freezing and thawing. It's a testament to years of R&D that Smucker wants to protect fiercely. This isn't Smucker's first rodeo in defending their crustless creation. In 2022, they sent a cease and desist letter to Gallant Tiger, a Minnesota firm crafting premium versions of crimped edge PBJ sandwiches. While no further action was taken, Smucker says they're keeping a close eye. Kelber suggests this lawsuit against Trader Joe's was inevitable. Ignoring it could weaken their brand's value and invite more copycats. For a brand owner, what's the point of building something special if you don't defend it, he asks. Often, these trademark disputes end in settlements to avoid costly trials, where both sides might spend millions on lawyers and experts. Interestingly, this echoes a recent case involving Aldi, where Mondelez International sued them for packaging store-brand cookies and crackers that too closely resembled Mondelez Chips Ahoy, Wheat Thins, and Oreos. It shows how big food companies are increasingly vigilant about their visual identities in a crowded market. So what do you think? Is Smucker just safeguarding their hard-earned innovations? Or are they being overly aggressive in a world where ideas should flow freely? Does copying designs really confuse consumers, or is it a smart way for budget brands like Trader Joe's to offer affordable alternatives? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you side with the original inventor or the challenger? And here's a controversial twist. Some argue that trademarks can stifle creativity by making it harder for smaller players to enter the game. Agree or disagree?